What's good, YouTube? I'm coming to you with an updated Qliphort demise with in-depth analysis because I played the deck like crazy and I love it so much. And now I have all the pieces. I might play Raigeki. That's the card that I've been in and out about. Same with Soul Transition. But you guys really gonna like this deck profile because I really been playing the deck. It got a lot of MVPs. It got a lot of game clinching cards. It got a lot of win more cards. And every card you draw is so powerful how I built it. Every single card you draw can win you a game. And I'm about to show you. First, Monolith is good to put in the scale, but I also been using it as a beat stick because it's 2400. You can bring it off this. You can sacrifice, search it. You can search it off scout and pendulum summon it. And if you have another scale, it can be on 27. And if you draw scales and you get sacrifice, it can be on 3K because sacrifice get it 300 and the other scale can give it 300, and then it can run over a lot of monster because sometimes you can decrease a monster by 300 and you can always run over monster that's 3K and below because of the 300 drop. And then the fact that when you put it in the scale, you can draw a card every time you tribute is good, especially when you have scout, because you can always just keep searching off scout and tributing in the pendulum monsters and keep plussing off monolith. Scout is just the best card in the deck besides the traps and the spells, but monster wise it's probably debatable with this and stealth because stealth wins me a lot of games too, and they give you that 300 boost. But scout, the ability to set up your field, the ability to get sacrifice, recreate, climate change, and to be able to be consistent. This card just makes the deck so consistent. That's why it's at 1. The ability to search out anything in the deck that's cleaves makes the deck super consistent, and that's why it's at 1. This is just for the situation that is an OTK card. It allows you to summon it and summon 2 more monsters, and then you can pendulum summon the 2 monsters you tributed for this monster, or you can even search off sacrifice and search from another monster and bring out the other 2 because you get 3 monsters plus sacrifice get you the 5th, or you can distribute 2 monsters, bring out the other 2, and just pendulum summon 2 back. So usually auto game. I usually go sacrifice, search scout, search this, tribute it with sacrifice, and it usually be game. Especially if you got like carrier and helix, you can pop the back row, pop the monsters, and it just leaves them open. And you can do the same thing with stealth. It depending how many monsters you got in the pendulum scale. Zone. Cephalopod, I play it just because you sacrifice a lot of life points with scout, strikes, solemn warning, and the ability that if you're in a close game or if you're in time, this card can do a lot of damage, especially against blue eyes that keep cards in the graveyard, and burning abyss. It allows you to burn them in time or burn them for a game, and it also helps you gain light points because you lose a lot playing this deck. Shell is just for that one situation you go against a defense position monster and it's a 2800 beat stick. So you definitely have to run one of these just because of the situation. That's why I run one of each, because you might be in a certain situation where you need one of these or you need stealth, but stealth is better because it clears boards. That's why I run 2. Triple carrier, just because this is the one I usually use to clear the monster board. I know you need the helix too, but carrier most of the time they always have a good board, or they always have a lot of monsters on field, or they got a card face down, and all I gotta do is tribute carrier for the OTK. So this card is a win more card, and I play it at 3 because I want to see it, because it gave you that 300 boost to power up your monsters and put them on 2100. So I definitely want to see it for scale and to remove monsters for OTK. So for scale and tribute, I play 3 carrier, double helix, pops in the back row, just too good. And the only reason why I play 2 because I cut 1 for bottomless. Double stealth. This card is up there for the best card in the deck. Just because it can clear up to 3 cards. You tribute carrier helix, and then its regular effect. It can clear boards. It can clear back row. and it's on 2800, and it can't be affected when it's summoned. So it's just too powerful. It's a powerhouse card, and it allows you to come back in games too, because you can clear so much of their boards depending on what you tribute, and it allows you to come back from games. Triple demise. This is a reason why Cleese is still good, just because Scout is at 1. Scout is still the heart and soul of the deck because it sets up your board better than demise. But demise is like your other scouts, because since you don't have Scout and you need to dig for Scout, and on top of that you activate card of demise and allow you to draw a card that you potentially need, and it gets you where you got to go. Just because Scout at 1 is harder to set up, but this card allows you to set up because you get 3 cards, and you can put cards in your scales, you can put cards on the field, you can put the spells and traps, you can get Necro Valley in the field spell zone. This card demise is like your scouts. It helps you set up your plays. Same with Power Duality. I finally got the supers. Now I just need the secrets. Power Duality does the same. It allows you to set up your field, and you have to play 3. 2 is not enough for me, because you always want to have a power card. Every card, as you see, wins games, including demise and power duality. So you definitely need to see more cards. That's why I run 3 duality. The more dualities, the more chances you get to see another power card. That's my theory. 2 summon arts, because you only have 2 targets, and if you ever draw another one, you can always discard it with twin twisters. So you want to see Scout, but not that bad, because if you draw this and you already got Scout or a monolith, you gonna have the other 2 as dead draws. So you only want to play 2, because the other one's gonna be a dead draw eventually. Because if you see Scout early or monolith early, you only got 1 more target. That means the other 2 in your deck is dead. So with this ratio, you can always have a chance to draw this before them, and if you draw the extra one, you can always use it for Twin Twister. Double Necro Valley, just a MVP. Like I said, just a power win more card. Stops Blue Eye, stop Burning Abyss, stops Monarchs. It's just way too good. It won me so many games. Sometimes when I activate this card, it wins the game just because it's on the field. I even won a game against Windups because he couldn't go rat. It's just too powerful. Double Twin Twister, another game-winning card. You can blow out their background OTK. Stormforth allow you to get over cards that can't be targeted or destroyed. So if a monster can't be targeted or destroyed, you just tribute over it, and it's like an out. There's an out to those type of cards. Sacrifice is just too good. The ability to have 4 effects, and they all powerful. Can't be destroyed by battle. You plus if it is destroyed, and on top of that, you can use them as 2 tributes. It's just too strong. That's why I was at 1. Double Solemn Strike, just a win more card. Like I said, just another powerful trap card that wins games. Solemn Warner wins games. A perfectly placed Magic Drain can win you a game, because they can either want to write Geki or Twin Twister, or even use a Lure or Card of Demise, or any spell card that's powerful. You can place this, you can use this at the right time, and then negates it automatically if they don't have enough cards in their hands, or they top deck and then draw it to a spell card that they need. You can just Magic Drain it, and they have no other way to do anything. Magic Drain, you gotta play it smart. If you play it smart, it can win you multiple games, and they win me a lot of games. Bottomless over Torrential, because it destroys all their monsters, and if they Pendulum or Special Summon, it destroys all theirs, and you keep all your monsters. And on top of that, it's just monster removal. Double Drowning wins games, just because if you don't have a monster, it resets the board. True. And double Lose 1 turn won me multiple games too, just because it slows down your opponent. If you activate this, it slows down your opponent to the point where they can't really OTK you or swarm the field, because they all go in defense position. It slows down the game so you can get back in it. Skill Drain just wins games in general, because you can't activate effects, and they don't hurt me because Carrier and Helix still get their effect, and your monsters get their original attacks. So it's just too powerful. Soul Drain is at 1 for a reason. Vanities wins games if you flip it at the right time. It can stun your opponent like Skill Drain, Soul Drain, and Necro Valley. Just too powerful. And Recreate is just like a minor skill drain and climate change. Get your scout, your dis, and your cephalopods and your stealths. If you normal summon them and they die, you can just get them back so you can tribute summon them, and it allows you to get your scout back so you can reuse his effect just in case you get twin twisted or MST. You can always get it back and just put it back in the scale. But it's also good for the stealth, disc, cephalopod, and shell. Just in case you had to normal summon them, you can get them back to your hand and tribute summon them so you can get the effects. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Quinn Wade, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vendor signing out.